In previous video we understood that how to install the software in SQL. So this link is https://bit.ly2rjy link software. How to download? Okay, this link. How to install this link? Okay, then we discuss about RDBMS. Okay, RDBMS nothing but is a type of DBMS in which stored data in the form of table. Okay, so stored data in the form of table, and we discuss about the various interviews. Ask the question that why stored data in the form of the table. So we understand after sometimes. Okay, so two types of the two factor. Okay, two important factor for the RDBMS. What is security authorization? We use for the communicate of the RDBMS. We use the SQL. Okay, a structured query language, structured query language SQL to communicate. Okay, relational. Okay, RDBMS full form is relational database management system. Okay, relational database management system. It is a diagram of the graph by graph. Understand that the relational database management system data stored the data in DBMS. Okay, and communicate with the SQL and RDBMS is like a software and many various like the software. Why use the RDBMS? Various software is present, but why RDBMS used? Because it interact with DBMS or SQL. It is very easily way. Okay, it is very easy way with interact comparison to the other. Okay, so you use the RDBMS. The next question is the we study about the relational model. Relational model is the concept designed by the scientist E.F CODD. It is designed by the data scientist E.F CODD. Okay. E.F CODD. Okay, in relational model we store the data in the form of table. Okay, so a DBMS software which DBMS software which follows relational model becomes relational DBMS RDBMS. Okay, the DBMS software which follow relational model. Okay, which follows the relational model becomes relational which follows the relational model becomes relational. Okay, DBMS. Okay, so we understand that why RDBMS are stored in the form of the table, because RDBMS stored in the stored in the data in the form of the table because it follows the relational model. A relational model given by the E.F CODD, it is stored in the form of table. Okay, it is stored in the form of the table. Okay, it is stored in the form of the table so in the form of the table. Okay, so a relational model concept data is stored in the table and given by the data scientist E.F CODD DBMS. Okay, a relational model table and RDBMS table. Okay, table. What is table? Table is nothing but is like a logical organization. The data is consist row and data is consist row and column. Okay, what is column? Column is also called a property attribute. Okay, in any entity property column is also referred as the attribute or field. Okay, so a column is used to represent all property all entity. Okay, one property of all entity in one property. Okay, all entity in one property of all entity. Okay, column row is a normal definition. Okay, row is also referred as the record or tuple. Okay, record or tuple. Record is nothing but is a we see by understand the table. Okay, so understood the table. Okay, 1 2 3 in like a row or record, same thing, row record table. Okay, so row is represent all the property of the single entity. Okay, and cell. And cell is the smallest unit in the table. Okay, cell is nothing but a small cell is the smallest unit of smallest unit in the table in which we stored the data in this stored the data. Okay, the intersection of the row and column generate cells. Okay, we understand about column and cell many things. So we understand by the example serial number 1 2 3 and Ramesh Ganesh names, phone numbers, locations. Okay, so we understand Ramesh phone numbers. So a single section is called a cell. Okay, single cell. This is called a row. It is called a row. Okay, this is called a column. This one to this one, this one to this one. Okay, next is we understand about the rules of EF code. Okay, EF code understand that the data stored in the cell must be single value data. Okay, in cell data stored in the must be single value data. RDBMS we data in the form of the table. Okay, including metadata. RDBMS we have stored the data in RDBMS in the form of the table. We are in RDBMS we are stored the everything in the form of the table. In RDBMS table include the metadata. Okay, and metadata is nothing but details of the data. Okay, according to EF code we can store data in the multiple. According to EF code we store data in multiple table. If need we can establish okay connection between two table using key attribute. We can establish connection between two table. Okay, using key attribute. Okay, attribute according to third rule of the EF code. We can store the data in the form of the table, multiple table. Okay, in which we can establish the connection between two table. It is required to connect multiple data using key attribute. Okay, we can validate data extend into the table first into two steps. Okay, data entered in the validate table into two steps. First one is the by assigning the data type by assigning the constraint. Okay, here data type is mandatory but constraint is the optional. Okay, constraint is the by the graph we understand that the single value data. Okay, serial and this one the person the size location image is called property metadata. Okay, all details. Okay, all details is called metadata. Okay, so thank you. Next video uploaded after some days or some hours. Okay, so if you if you understood, okay, so please comment in section, reply me that video is good or there is problem. What is problem? So if you any facing any problem then you ask me, and if you facing some according to me content is very good, and you try to understand this concept, not and not look at the language or many things. Okay, सो थैंक यू।